Hi, my name is Miss Lynette, and I wanted to talk about decomposing. What is decomposing? Decomposing is taking a number and being able to separate it, right? So, in a physical sense, here I have six, right? I have six pens. What I could do is I could do one and five or two and four. So breaking these up like three plus three, that's what you call decomposing. Decomposing is when you break apart a number, break apart a big number, right? You can't break apart one, but you can break apart a big number like six, right? And you can break it up into three and three, or you can break it up into two and four. So it was interesting that the abacus, here is abacus. My abacus helps me count and do addition and subtraction, multiplication, and division. But for this, what we're talking about is decomposing. This is my marker. And so on this marker, this helps me label the ones place. So on the ones place, um, we can count these are the bottom beads. And what does this mean? So what we do on the abacus is we count the beads. We count these yellow beads. Right now, how do I know what this number is? Well, this number is zero. How do I know? Because nothing is touching this beam. This beam is what uh, signifies the bead is counted. The bead is active. I call it active beads, but it is counted. So all the lower beads has a value of one. When we count, this would be one. Let me move that over. My marker is movable on a teacher's abacus, but on a student's abacus, it's not movable. Anyways, um, so this is a value of one. So when we count, this is two, this is three, this is four. So now I have four on the abacus. How do I know? Because it's touching the beam. Because it's touching the beam, I can count to five, and that's five. Well, when I add this, that's six, five, six. Notice that the top bead is a five and the bottom bead is one. So when we add, it's five plus one, part of decomposing. As students go through it, they're like, oh, if I just have the one bead and I add the five, one plus five, that's six. How easy. And then they see this pattern, right? Decomposing. When we see this, it's a five and a two. We know that's seven. Five, six, seven. Five and three is eight. Five and four is nine. So it was interesting on how one of my students was able to make that connection without me saying, we're going to decompose. Actually, what we did is we just counted, and then she made this conclusion on her own saying, oh, so that's kind of cool. If I take one away, I get five. If I take five away, right, that's one. All I have to do is just move these beads, and I'm able to, you know, subtract or she doesn't say decompose, but you know what I mean. Like, she was able to make that connection, and she was only five. She's five at the time. Anyways, so that's what decomposing is, and this is my teacher's abacus. It's the same on the student abacus. So here's a student abacus, and if you notice that it's vertical right now, and it's not meant to be vertical. Actually, it's meant because the beads are very loose, and so all the top bead, because of gravity, all goes to the bottom, and this is incorrect. Now this says like 5,500, whatever. All of these are the top beads is five. So what's going to happen is, to work a student abacus, I'm going to lie it flat, but it's not supposed to be this way. The top bead is actually supposed to be away from me, right? And then it's supposed to sit like this. So when I here's my student abacus. Okay? So my student abacus, I need to clear my abacus. So I tilt it and I move all my beads up, just like that. Now, remember, on the teacher's abacus, I had a marker to tell me where my ones place is. On the student abacus, it's not a movable marker, but that's what these dots are. There's dots on the abacus, and that's what makes it where we are going to work with our ones. So I'm going to use this one here. Now, so when we count, it's one, two, three, four. It's a little blurry. Sorry. Um, my I can't get my webcam to get it corrected. Anyways, so this is 4, right? Because we have the value of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these beads touching this beam. This beam is just like the teacher's abacus. It gets counted. So when we do 5, there we go. So when we have 6, we have 5 and 6. We know that 5 and 1 make 6. So even on the student abacus, let's see, student abacus, there we go. Same thing. Here is 7, 5, 2. 5 and 3 is 8. 5 and 4 is 9. And that is the introduction of decomposing on the abacus, decomposing numbers. Right. So if you're looking for, there we go. If you're looking for more activities on the abacus, I have a Abacus workbook that you can go through. And this starts off with number recognition. Usually, this is for children's from 4 to 7. It'll be quick if they're 7 years old, right? Um, so it goes into bead recognition and it goes into counting forward, counting backwards, and then the relationship of the number. So what's in between, what comes before, what comes after, and then towards the end is when we actually start adding and subtracting. So I have it where you look at the abacus and you can add and subtract, and then I have activities too. So this one was a puzzle, right? They would have to answer the question and then they get the answer. There's other activities here which hopefully it makes it more fun. And then so that is this. I do have another one which is this coloring book if you want to explore a little bit. This coloring book is just numbers from 0 to 100. But after 20, it increments. After 20, it increments. No, after 30, I guess. Yeah, after 30, it increments by tens. So this is 29, and then this is 30, 40, 50 to 100. It goes all the way to 100. Yeah. And this is what 100 looks like, right? So I've already started it, and this is what it looks like. So in the beginning, and then you can be creative. I was, it's kind of just do your own. It would be nice to know what you guys do. Send me a comment on like how you made it interesting. Oh, sorry. Okay, so that's my coloring book. I kind of like it. I do enjoy it. I do it once in a while. And then yeah. So I have my and then if you already know Abacus and you want to continue on, I do have this one which is plus 5 with who, where we start talking about the fact family addition fact family, and we start talking about how to utilize more about the Abacus. And there's mazes and more of the concept of like how to work with the abacus. So that's what I got. And this is a very long video. So if you have any questions, leave a comment below and I'd love to help you out. I also have a class too, if you're interested. There is a Abacus online class that I have that is self-paced. And if you want more information, you can go to my website, learningwithlynette.com. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.